Hi, welcome to this video on Excel functions covering if, count, error handling and using multiple functions in the same formula. This video was recorded in January 2021 using Excel 365. Other versions may look different. So on screen you can see the result of a previous video and there are various functions that are run against this column here. So you can see in the header here what the functions are doing. We're going to look at if, and what if does is it performs a logical test, and then it returns a value depending on if it's true and a different value depending on if it's false. So as an example, if I say equals if 1 equals 1, and then so the first thing is the logical test. The second value is what do you want it to return if it's true. Now I can return the text of true. And I can return the text of false here, and it will say true, and if I change that value to be not true, so 1 equals 2, it'll return false. A couple of things to note here. True and false are actual keywords in Excel, so if I start typing true, it'll bring back true. I don't need to put it in a string. It's not considered a string. It's something called a Boolean. True is recognized and so is false. So if I do that, it'll return false because 1 equals 2 or 1 equals 1. Or I can say if 1 equals 1, I can put some text, say happy, and if it's, I can say sad. Or 1 equals 1, happy. 1 equals 2, sad. And then equally I can say if I can return numbers. So if 1 equals, this is true, then return 1, otherwise return 0. Okay, so there's a few examples. So what I want to do here is I want to check the length of this field and say, is it greater than 10? So I want to say equals if, now I've already got the length of the field in here, so I can reference that field. Is greater than 10, then true or false. Yep, that's greater than 10. And if I drag it down here, we can see that those three are false because they're not greater than 10. That's fine, but maybe I don't have this field available to me. So within my function, my if function, I can create another one. And I will say if the length of A2 is greater than 10. Oops. Sorry, I've typed A2 twice somehow. Is greater than 10, and it actually does the check against this field as opposed to this field. Now here I'm going to do a similar sort of thing, so I'm going to use this, but I'm going to copy it here. I'll put it into here. So if I do equals if, logical test is the value in here. So it's searching for B against that field, and if it's true, then do true or do false. Now, if we remember, there's a B in these three, but there isn't a B in Philadelphia or Captain Phillips. So we're getting this error, and the way we dealt with it last time is we put if error at the beginning. We wrap the whole thing around our if error, and that should sort that out. Good. It has a B. Yeah. So I could change this to say if it's errored, return false. Oh, in fact, I'm not going to put it into text. So if we do that, then it's a little bit more obvious. Now the last thing we're going to do is something called count. There's a lot of options when it comes to count, so it's worth kind of investigating count. But just as an example, what count itself does, you can see here, it counts the numbers of numbers in a range. So simply put a range. I could do something like E2 F2 G2. If I could type. In these three fields, there is only one that has a number in it. I don't have to do that though. I can put a range in, so I can do that, and it'll do the same thing. And I'll just copy that down. And so this here says, well, I've got 3 lots here, and the same with this here. And if I were to click in here, as previously demonstrated, you can see that when I actually go into my formula, it shows me the cells that are being looked at as part of the formula. That's the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful.